回はやけに早いお目覚めですね。
やれやれ、平和とは実に短いもんじゃのう。
Alright, so God of Destruction Beerus is now officially in a game here, and I'm quite excited to see what he's able to do. This guy's a little interesting because he gets different buffs depending on if he's against the Realm of God's enemy or if he's not against the Realm of God's enemy. Now, the build I have for this guy is dodge and additional. He actually has quite a lot of crit in his kit, so that is really nice to see. Now, just to break things down, as we see, we had the entrance animation activate. He gets 30% reduction for the turn, a scouter for 3 turns, and then a permanent 510% defense. Basic effects, he has key 2 and 300% attack and defense, plus he's guarding. He has a 70% chance to do an additional super. Then he gives Realm of Gods 30% defense, but if you're also a planetary destruction character, you essentially get a total of 50% attack, 80% defense, 10% damage reduction, then 25% chance to dodge, and crit. So that's really a lot to say, honestly. However, Realm of Gods plus Planetary Destruction is really only Beerus and Champa characters. He also gives a 10% chance to dodge to Whis characters. Now, right here, we're against Jiren specifically, so we're facing a Realm of Gods enemy. He's going to get an extra 3 key, 300% attack, guaranteed additional super. Then he's providing himself 80% attack here, 25% chance to crit as well, again for Realm of Gods and Planetary Destruction. Now, he does still give Realm of Gods 30% attack buff, which is nice, right? We'll talk about this no Realm of Gods enemies buff later, but essentially he trades the support and his guaranteed attack and additional super for 20% reduction before attacking, which is really good too. Keep that in mind, right? It is still a very powerful buff. He's a little more better defensively against a non-Realm of God enemy, which I find might be better for him aging. Now he gets 250% defense when receiving an attack, 200% multiplicative attack here. Then after receiving or evading an attack, he gets another 200% attack, and then a 30% chance to crit for 4 turns. So we see this 30% chance to crit here, 25%, that's 55, another 25% here, that is 80% chance to crit that the Beerus does have after receiving an attack. So we're going to go ahead and place this guy in slot 1 here. We have this Whis right here as well, who is going to have a 60% chance to dodge. Now this Whis, definitely not good, right? But there's not really a lot of linking partners for Beerus right now. So with this Whis here, he's getting Godly Power, Connoisseur, and then Shocking Speed. We could technically do this and this would be safer, but let's see what Beerus might be able to do. And let's have our fingers crossed that Whis is able to dodge all these attacks, or else he's potentially dead. He might, maybe. I don't know if he could live even one normal though. So we see here Beerus got the attack and defense buff right there. He still also does have a baseline 25% chance to dodge in his passive, but we still do have the hidden potential system. Obviously he does eat that. This is Jiren before his buff, so we're at a 33 million attack stat right here. And again, keep in mind this is a Realm of God's enemy. Now Beerus does raise his attack and greatly raise his defense for 4 turns, so every single super attack he's going to do is going to really give him a lot of stats, and he has the potential to do up to 4 supers a turn. Right here, I think did we only see 2 or is it 3? Actually, I can't count because I'm kind of stupid, honestly. Is Whis going to dodge all these attacks? That'd be really nice. W dodge, and then another dodge. Thank you, Whis. And again, 10% of that dodge could have very well been the reason why we dodged one of those attacks right there, thanks to Beerus providing the 10% evasion. Beerus also does give 100% attack to Whis allies. Not that it's really a big deal. Now, once we get LR Beerus and Whis' Super EZA and then S tier Whis' EZA, we could potentially see like that like matter a lot more, but for now that buff against the Realm of God's enemy doesn't really matter for Whis characters. Like STR Whis is a major dodge character, and I assume even post EZA he'll be a massive dodge character. However, you know, based on his kit right now, if he does get a lot of dodges, maybe he could have quite a bit of defense. So right here we have Champa. Champa's providing this guy so many links right here. I mean, they just like I could actually find what's the exact number of like stats they're getting. 60% attack, 22% defense, 7% healing, and then 5% chance to crit. Absolutely insane how many links these guys share. Then the thing about Champa is that he's getting the 10% damage reduction support. So as we see right here, if Champa gets 6 or more Geespers, that is a 76% damage reduction that he has. We just need 6 Geespers, so that's not really too bad to get. We could just give Beerus, I think these right here, it'll line up the orbs a little better. Then right here, bam, we have the 6 Geespers. Champa, it's all good to go. Physical UI can get all that. Now, let's see what Beerus is able to do with all these stats here. Because again, keep in mind, Champa's also going to be giving him 66% attack and defense on top of that, you know? So that's also just really, really good for Champa. We're not going to get the EX Super for UI, unfortunately, but it's not really a big deal, honestly. He's floating anyways, so it doesn't really matter. There's a dodge right there that was activated. Now we're at a 47 million attack stats, which is also really, really nice to see. Now keep in mind, Beerus will lose his extra damage reduction after this turn, so it's going to be interesting to see if Beerus will be able to kind of keep his tankiness still there. But yeah, he's at a 52 mil here. Beerus and God Goku stat-wise seem to be pretty similar. Right, I guess we'll look at what Beerus's defensive stat is next turn. We'll probably have him in slot 2 and put STR Whis in slot 1 is what I'm thinking. Champa, I don't think he got most of his attack buffs here. But that was yeah, that's 19 mil right there. Nothing really too crazy from Champa there. I really do like this Jiren fight. I feel like it's a very fun playground. Unfortunately, this Jiren fight does leave soon, so I mean, theoretically on the private server here, I can play whenever I want, but I mean, like, I don't think it's a big deal. Funny enough, we could take this Beerus into the Bio Broly fight, and he does have a 70% chance to counter Bio Broly super attacks, so we could actually utilize that to our advantage. And plus, against the non-Realm of Gods enemy, he would have extra damage reduction. So if there's any normals before, Beerus could actually be decently safe there as well. Now, Beerus does have an active skill that can be activated if your HP falls under 77% or less, or from the 5th turn. He will do an attack that recovers 30% HP, then he gives a huge amount of stat buffs to Realm of Gods and Planetary Destruction, so gotta keep that in mind. But this is kind of what Beerus is looking like, honestly. And again, we'll have Whis here as well, who's just gonna be kind of chilling. I'll probably do... I could do this. Beerus doesn't necessarily have to sit in slot 1. We are gonna get an extra 50% attack from STR Whis here, though. That's gonna be nice. We still do have the Scouter, which obviously, you know, it doesn't really matter in this fight. I think I'll keep Beerus here, though. I would... I kind of do want to put Beerus in slot 1, though. So 1.7 mil, and he would have... He doesn't have that much damage reduction, right? I mean, right here, he only has 10% damage reduction. Because he no longer has the extra 30% there. I mean, for testing purposes, we could see next turn what Beerus is going to look like. For this turn, we'll just do this. We'll play a little safer. I mean, I say a little safer, but yeah, STR Whis, keep in mind, he has 80% chance to dodge here. We just need a sporty dodge. You got this, STR Whis, right? I trust you. All right, you're stupid. I hate you. All right, so we have this rotation, which... I mean, we're getting a lot of support here, right? Between Champa and then Whis. We theoretically... I mean, the Prodigy's Link is not really going to be something we see too often, just in general. I feel like, unless we get one of the blue Vegetas out, and then we have Beerus in slot 3, that's kind of the only situation we'll see that. But I think I like the rotations as they are right now, and we can keep things here. I guess we'll probably keep Beerus in slot 1, just permanently. So we're near a 50 mil attack set already. Now... Beerus' stats turn 5 probably will look really, really good, because not only are we going to have Champa around, but we're also going to have the active skill. Like, this is the Beerus here that's going to have all the stats. And again, every single super attack he does, he'll have a 4-turn raise. So, I mean, we got the triple here. We could see the quad. There's the quad super right there. I mean, God Goku is not able to quad super in comparison. And keep in mind, this is with Champa and Whis, though. I feel like Beerus with all his links up looks just super good, but without them, he might not look the craziest, honestly. We got the additional super from Champa here. I mean, he's cooking. Most of these characters that just spelt how I have them in game, I have most of them with like at least like 3 dupes, honestly. So it's not really the biggest deal. All right, we just need Whis to dodge here. Nice dodging, especially the crit normal is really, really important. Yep, W and Whis. Only a 60% chance to dodge, but he's, you know, still cooking, locking in here. Jiren's not under 70% HP just yet. Again, we'll grab this. Honestly, physical UI doesn't really matter what you're doing here. Like, I mean, we'll get the 18 key super, but there's no attacks for physical UI there anyways. This is not going to do damage to us. Like, even if we don't dodge it, yeah. I mean, he didn't even crit on the super attacks. That's really funny. So right here, this is just 50% attack support. Yeah, we see, like, without all these links active, he loses quite a bit of attack there. I mean, with STR Whis, this guy still does share, like, a decent amount of links, but it's definitely nowhere near them all he shares with, like, you know, LR Beerus Whis or Champa. Like, he's getting 35% attack in comparison to 60%. It makes a massive difference. Like, those links give you such a huge amount of attack. Now, we're gonna have Beerus, like, fighting Jiren under the HP threshold, and we are gonna put Beerus in slot 1. I just need Whis to get his dodges here, and we should be good to go. Unlike last time, right, Whis? You got this? Okay. Okay, well, I think I hate STR Whis right now. I think STR Whis pre-ZA is a loser and fat and stupid. Alright, so we have Beerus here against Jiren. I think he's still above 70% actually, but he's above 70%. Sorry, I shouldn't have cut here. I should probably just come back when we see Beerus versus Jiren under the 70% HP. But let's just look at this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is, but I mean, we see Beerus tank that, so it's fine. And if we die, I guess you guys won't know. I mean, might as well play this Beerus turn. It's 45 mil right there. Actually, I didn't show Beerus's defense. I keep forgetting to do that in this one. I did, yeah, I showed his defense once, right? I mean, he gets that 250% defense when receiving an attack. It's a lot, right? Like, obviously, these numbers are starting to go up and up more and more. And I've seen a lot of people discuss about this, like, this is not necessarily good for the game with these stats, like raising high, especially start of turn. In terms of like 55% versus Rainbow, it just makes the difference much more. Okay, you know, I actually hate Jiren so much, dude. All right, so we finally got past it. We're in turn 4, where Jiren is under 70% HP. So this is Beerus without the active skill. He has no extra defensive support. This is Beerus raw dogging it, bro. We'll see. I'm trying to figure out. I think I grabbed these orbs, honestly. Probably won't use the active skill with the blues. But yeah, if anything, I don't even need their 18 key super here. I mean, not really. So I'll just save the key spheres for Champa next turn. Next turn, we get Beerus act. If we survive here, theoretically, we could dodge this. 25%, 1 in 4 chance. 779k. Honestly, like, okay. Crit. The Jiren crit ignores 30% of the defense, right? But this is Beerus without his extra damage reduction. And without the active skill. Without any defensive support. It could be worse. I'm not gonna say it's good, but it could be worse, no? And imagine like this Whis gives a bunch of defense support, or LR Beerus and Whis does something like that. Please dodge. Okay, okay, we're good, we're good. All I need is the S service dodge. I'm like, because again, if we take a look at Jiren's stats here, where is it at? Jiren Ultra Super Villain. He does hit, doesn't he hit for like 7 mil after his buff? Because he gets 100% attack. I died? Bruh. Bruh. So, okay, so it's 3,600 times 2, basically. Yeah, it's 7.2 million. That's how much he's hitting. With a crit that ignores 30% defense. And Beerus still lived that. Without support. And no active skill. Post intro buff with a damage reduction. And he could dodge it, theoretically. We take those. We did die. I mean, Blue Goku doesn't gain extra defense from that, so it's just unlucky. Okay, we'll come back around to the active skill turn, honestly, and then maybe we'll do a Bio Roller run. I decided to continue from here because this is Beerus with a lot of extra defense support. I mean, Whis himself is providing him. What is this? I'm stupid. It's 10% here, then 10% here, so 20%. Actually, no, it's 50%. My bad. I can't read. I think I'm really stupid. Then we have 66% from Champa here. Beerus right here. This guy ended up getting 3 supers. He's at 2.5 million defense here. I mean, let's see the difference between this turn's tanking and last turn's tanking. Especially if Jiren crits here, I'll be very intrigued. Did crit 247. That's good. Whoo, Beerus! Look at him cook. And again, that's Jiren with his passive up. So that's what, 7.2 mil with a 30% defensive debuff, man. I mean, yeah. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Are we even under 70%? We're not. By the way, I had to replace Esther Whis. This guy kept not dodging. Every single run. I'm telling you guys, every run, he didn't dodge. And it pissed me off. So, Esther Whis, bye-bye. Bye, Esther Whis, bye. You're Chud. Okay. Champa should be fine here, of course. Yep, W Champa. Okay. Next turn should be safe. Because we have Beerus, Evolution Vegeta, and then the blues. Like, we're gonna switch over to Evolution Vegeta here. We're not even playing. Like, we are not playing. We're taking that 100% reduction. We're good to go. I'm gonna try and avoid doing damage, just because I don't want to do anything. But yeah, again, actually, Beerus' active skill is 77% HP. We're not gonna use this guy's active here. We're gonna use the one next turn because we're gonna have a very beautiful rotation. So we'll be back. Actually, I do want to show this. This is Beerus without any, like, Realm of Gods links, like, for mobile. This is Beerus without, like, any Beerus or Whis links around. I think that's important to show as well. And it's the Beerus showcase, right? I think overall, Beerus has, like, been consistently good. Beerus hasn't been any of the reasons we are dying, but Beerus doesn't really have the greatest partners right now. Again, Ijo Champa is a pretty decent character. Like, he gets the extra reduction. He's able to live most normals. Like, he will be okay. But now we have the active skill. So let's go ahead and get this active skill in here. Finally.
面白い展開を期待してたんだけどね。諦めて降参しろ。
Honestly, not the craziest amount of damage there, but that's okay. So Beerus with his active skill is giving, again, as we see, quite a bit of buffs here. So the active skill recovers 30% HP, greatly raises attack, causes ultimate damage. Realm of Gods allies get Key 2 and 20% attack and defense. Then Planetary Destruction allies get Key 2 and 20% attack and defense. Now, one reason why Beerus didn't do a lot of damage on the active skill on this turn specifically, which I kind of hate, like, the restriction with this right here, because it's like, okay, you get the 200% extra attack and chance to perform a critical hit 30% for 4 turns. But on a turn 1 Beerus, you have the active skill available, and you're not getting that buff. I feel like that's pretty dumb, and it's a little bit of an oversight. That's one thing I don't like. Now, last turn Beerus, honestly, his active skill might have hit harder because you're missing on that 200% attack. But we see here we're at a 3.4 million defensive stat, man. which is really good. I mean, or 3.6, my bad. So if we go ahead and do the math on that in total, where he gets the 250% attack and defense, that's a 12 million defensive stat right there, which is crazy good. Then he's supporting. Like, I mean, he's gonna eat this for free. Like, free eats right here. We have Blue Vegeta 70% support because Blue Vegeta is supporting him since Beerus is super class. Champa's providing 66% attack and defense. Like, this is just a mega juiced Beerus turn. Let's see what Beerus is going to be able to do here. Even if Jiren crits, we should be good to go. He still has a 25% chance to dodge it, but he does it. Double digits for the Jiren crit right there. 82 mil attack stat. I mean, looking pretty good to me, honestly. We get a couple more of these into 85. Yeah. I mean, how good is Beerus? I mean, he's pretty consistent as a slot 1 character, honestly. We're getting all the additional supers here. We could still get the hidden potential system super or the 70% chance, I guess, right? One of those didn't activate. And here is the hidden potential normal right there. But we should be able to kill this turn anyways. But yeah, I mean, let me know what you guys are thinking about God of Destruction Beerus here. And again, this is him against a Realm of God's enemy. If we weren't against a Realm of God's enemy, he would actually, even though he would do less damage, he would be tankier. Which is actually so funny to me because he gets the 20% reduction before attacking. Oh my god, Choppa. I don't think I found the 6 orbs, maybe. I don't know. Against the Realm of God, non-Realm of God's enemy, right? So, I actually don't think we'll kill here, but I don't think Blue Vegeta dies here. Question mark? I don't believe he does. Yeah, no crit there. And we dodged the crit. So, we're gonna end things here, finally. Oh my goodness, dude, okay. Let me know what you're all thinking about the God of Destruction Beerus. Wait, which one is the one I was using? My brain can't math this one, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.